Okay? Go ahead.
He says, the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
See? You blacked out, man, because of the smoke. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil.
I will punish the world. Now the Most High talking about the planet, the land. I will punish the world for their evil, man. So this is going to be a worldwide event, man. It just ain't going to be in America. It's going to be a worldwide event. That's why you see the build-up happening over there in Russia. That's why you see that. And when they passed that referendum, that was Friday, you know, they started to vote. When they pass all that, and any striking goes on in that land where they agreed to be part of Russia, you declare war on Russia, man. The motherland, Russia. That's what Putin is saying. And they don't bluff over there. America bluff. They don't bluff.
I think he said that in one of his interviews too.
And see, they thought, if you go back and watch videos, people thought that Russia wasn't gonna go into Ukraine. I ain't gonna do nothing, whatever. He in there. He done knocked off so many Ukrainian troops. Okay? And then you gotta think about it, man. This is another thing you gotta think about. All them men that died in Ukraine, where they women and children at? Where they women and children at? Them men gone. Russia done knocked them out. So this judgment is gonna be on a worldwide scale. That lets you know that a lot of these men are gonna be wiped out, man. Where they women and children gonna be at? They men gonna be gone. See? So that's something to think about, man. Okay? And the Most High, YAHAWASHI, doing that, and he weakening Edom, the Edomite, so-called white man, Edom as a nation, because he's knocking off their men. You got women and children. Your nation ain't got nothing but women and children. You weak. So he knocking off their men, man. He doing it, man, right in your face. They can't even see it, bro. They can't see it, bro. How the Most High is weakening Edom as a nation, man. Knocking off their men, man. They can't even see it. See? Read that for me again, bro.
Alright. It says, let me go up.
Yeah, go up a verse.
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 13. Now start at 9. It says, behold, the day of YAHAWASHI cometh cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations, therefore, it's like thereof, shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his goings forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil.
I will punish the world for their evil, man. So like I was saying, it's going to be a worldwide event, man. According to prophecy, man. And you people going to be, especially in America, going to be dumbfounded, man. Dumbfounded. And Russia getting their economy ready for war, man. And then they trying to talk down that Russia not gonna mobilize 300,000 troops. Man, the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is gonna allow these Edomites to gather, man. You people not looking at the scriptures, what the scriptures say. Okay? These so-called white people give you people hopes and dreams and thinking, which is lies, thinking that everything is gonna be okay. Nah, man. Nah, man. No. No, not according to the scriptures, man. This place ain't okay. Not according to the scriptures. But go ahead, bro.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Man, to tell where America is located and to tell the people in the eastern part of Ukraine that they not going to recognize their referendum, man, that's proud as hell, man. That's proud as hell, man.
Like I was going back and forth with an Edomite at the plantation.
Yeah.
He's an ex-Marine.
Okay.
And he was saying that it's impossible. He said Russia's still fighting with World War II weapons or something like that against the United States.
See?
And he was getting tight behind the stuff because I was like, in the back of my mind, I know what, through the scriptures, what YAHAWAH SHAM YAHAWASHI is doing. So I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't think that Russia's gonna be that easy to conquer like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling them I'm getting my,
Yeah, you just playing on it.
Yeah. And he was just like, man, he's like, man, do you know I'm a Marine? I'm a Marine. And I was just like, okay. I was like, how long was you a Marine for? Because obviously you're not in there no more.
Yeah.
6 years. I was like, okay. I was like, well, you got other people over there that, you know what I'm saying, been in the military probably for 15 years, 30 years, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, man, he's like, that ain't happening, man.
It was an Edomite.
Yeah, the Edomite.
Yeah, that pride, man.
Yeah,
that pride.
He was prideful, man. Like heavy.
See?
Like he was a one-man army.
See? And see, when he see his neighbor's face on fire, he gonna be dumbfounded.
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
When he see the people he knows face on fire, he gonna be dumbfounded.
Right. And he's gonna remember.
He gonna remember.
He's gonna be like, damn.
See? See, they downplay it over there, man. That's that pride, man. That's that pride, like they safe.
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
That's that pride, man.
Yep.
But it's good though. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Because that's what the Heavenly Father and His Son hates. Pride. So stay that way.
Right.
You're gonna die. You know, 2/3 you nigga Latinos and Native Americans, you clinging to these Edomites with their pride and saying America won't fall, they got the biggest, you're gonna die. That's what it is. You're gonna die out. With your daddy, Esau Edom. Go ahead, bro.
He was saying something about their weaponry, you know what I'm saying? The technology and stuff. He said they got better technology, better weapons. And I was like, I guess you must have forgot, man, that Russia's got nukes.
See? What was the response behind that?
This was the response. Well, I've been down here for 30 minutes already. I need to get back to work.
That's right, he gotta go. He gotta go, man. He gotta go. See? See? Because you hit him with something that he couldn't come back with. He couldn't come back to defeat what you just said to him.
Right.
Because that put Russia on an equal playing field.
Right.
See? So he had to go.
Yep.
See?
And I told him that too. I was like, well, how many times has the United States actually fought in a war that they didn't have the advantage of?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you say? World War II or something like that. I was just like, nah, man. The United States has always had the upper hand, you know what I'm saying, every time it fought somebody.
Indeed, man, these Edomites don't know history, man. They don't know true history, man. They've been lied to so much, man. Like I said, man, they embrace them lies, man. They spew it to other people, man. Man. America came into World War II later, man.
Right.
World War II was already going on, and America came in on the end of it, man. Okay? Ooh, man, it ain't like.
Yeah, they make it seem like they're the ones that actually ended it. You know what I'm saying? Like they the ones
Kicked
that
it off and ended it.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
See,
But I spoke to like years back in the Midwest. I worked around a lot of so-called Russians.
Yeah.
You know, older guys too, and they were all like in the Soviet Union. And I used to ask them, I used to ask them like, why do you guys hate so-called Americans so much? He's like, because they're cowards. He said, man, they're cowards. He's like, when Germany decided to invade Russia, he said that Russia was asking the United States to come help them.
Right.
And United States said no, that they're not going to get in it. You know, said that's none of their business or whatever. So the Russians, they still remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
see, America was brought into it so them gutter rats can get that land over there in World War II. See, that was brought in anyway against the Russians. Okay? So yeah, man. All right, and then, and see, another thing too, America and Russia, see, Putin knows American playbook. They've been watching America for so long, they know American playbook. Just like when you look at North Korea and South Korea. The reason why it was split is because it was a war, but Russia was with North Korea and America was with South Korea. So America is known to split up land mass. You see? But Russia is letting America know concerning Ukraine in this area, in the Donbass region, the eastern part of Ukraine, you ain't taking this. This is a wrap. You know, you ain't taking this, it's a wrap. That's how they looking at it, man. You know? But I'm gonna play some of this. Read that one more time and then I'm gonna play some of this.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10. It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light.
None.
The sun shall be darkened in his goings forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yep, who is the terrible? Esau, Edom. These Edomites, man. So I'm gonna let this play some more. Right?
Which is starting now here in Donbas regions, which have fight for this moment for so long and giving such a big sacrifice to get recognition from Russia in full that you are with us, you belong to Mother Russia, as history has shown.
Yes, and it's an act of self-determination, which, you know, people don't like to use that term, as George pointed out, unless it's to their advantage. The the way NATO has reacted to all of this, George is right. These are sham referendums and all of that. But, you know, once these republics are accepted in the Russian Federation, as I fully expect they will be, NATO is going to have to come to a moment of truth. I mean, they are involved in this conflict, and it will be. And if they want to continue striking these territories, and they'll be striking Russia. So they're upping the ante here. They're the ones that are escalating. Because I would like to go back to ancient history. There were the Minsk Accords, and they were totally ignored. Okay, this is payback time. Nebojsa in Washington.
Well, not to be the devil's advocate here, because pretty much the entire Western media is doing this, but you know, the fact that Crimea has been part of the Russian Federation since 2014 hasn't exactly stopped the Ukrainians from targeting it with Western supplied drones and other weapons, and this has happened repeatedly. And you know, there has been very little response from Moscow. You know, no specific retaliation, because of course that is the Russian style. They don't bluff, but there's, you know, their retaliation is always so measured. The problem with that is that you know, people who are trained differently and think differently, and they expect immediate retaliation, and when it doesn't happen, they get emboldened, and that's exactly what's been going on in the West. I mean, I'm not so sure that these regions joining Russia, you know, tomorrow, next week, whenever, is actually going to deter either Kiev or its Western backers. I mean, we already have that deranged British Prime Minister quoting villains' lines from V for Vendetta in the United Nations. Ukraine prevails. She's a caricature of herself, and yet, you know, there she is. You know, we have the U.S. government with, you know, the president making statements and then his staff walking them back the very next day. What he really meant is, you know, who's in charge here, who's making policy? Well, it turns out it's probably the deep state that's actually arming Kiev and planning all of its military operations. And, you know, it's very difficult to figure out what these people may think. But if if the media leaks by their pet reporters or anything to go by, they are probably going to do some sort of hair-splitting, word-parsing. Well, technically we don't recognize these, so they're not really Russian territory, and that means that if we give Ukraine nuclear weapons, we're not really party to the war, you see. And they're just so used to manipulating reality with their words, they can't even conceive
I mean,
of a universe in which that's not the case.
Yeah, we're going to have to see, and I think we will see a difference here, George, because it's. I mean, if Russia accepts these regions as sovereign Russia, it's incumbent upon them to protect them, and I think that that's the kind of escalation that we're going to see. I mean, the command and control centers in Kiev, in Western Ukraine, are still intact. Okay, this is the kind of escalation I'm looking at, George.
Yes, I think so.
But like I said, that's 8 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, I get some more in there. But I want to continue on with the scripture. You know, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 13, and we're in verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
All right, I will make a man, that's an Israelite man that just talking about. Okay? I will make a man more precious than fine gold. That's an Israelite man that just talking about. But you can see during the time of war, a lot of men get knocked off. And that's what's going on in Ukraine. They're having to bring mercenaries and NATO troops in there because so many Ukrainian men have been knocked off. They've been put to death. But making a man more precious than fine gold, that's talking about an Israelite man, because so many men in the earth are going to be put to death in this war, man. Okay, because this is going to be a worldwide war, man. So many men going to be put to death, but the Israelite man who trusts in YAHAWASHI, he's going to be precious, man. And there's going to be a lot of women looking at that and going to be wanting to deal with that Israelite man because they're going to be looking like, shit, he survived. The Lord is with him. You see? That's how they're going to be looking, man. You see? Matter of fact, finish that off, and I want to look up the word precious.
Okay, it says even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
No. So we're going to look up the word precious right there. And Ophir is a rare gold, man. You can't get that gold anywhere. So that's why it's named like that, because you can't get that particular gold anywhere, man. See?
I said, I already knew this.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
It's a Strong's H 3365. Yeah, can. And it says
In the patio.
It says to be precious, be highly valued, be esteemed, be costly.
Yeah, highly valued. That's what you want, man. To be influential too. Highly valued, influential. Okay? See? Go ahead.
To esteem, be prized, be valuable,
Yeah.
be precious, be costly, be appraised.
Yeah.
To make something precious.
Highly valued. So the Israelite man gonna be highly valued, okay, when the Most High unleash his anger on the earth, man. See? Israelite man gonna be highly valued, man. Because right now the Israelite man is looked down upon, man. Okay? That's nothing. They look at us like y'all ain't got no power. Okay. Alright. We waiting. See? Alright.
To make rare.
To make rare, man. See? So the Israelite man is gonna become rare, man. Highly valued, man. Yeah, man. That's what we looking for, man. Rare, highly valued, man. So read that again, man.
Alright, this is
And that's why it's gonna be easy for 7 women to take hold of 1 man, man. Because the Israelite man is gonna be rare and highly valued, man. It's gonna be easy for them to say, look, I want to be your wife. 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, man. It's gonna be easy. And 7 can mean 1,000. 7 mean completion. It can mean 1,000. Okay, it can mean 800. It can mean 500. But the women is gonna look at us as, look, them men are rare. They're not like other men that's on this earth. Them rare men. So that's why they gonna cling to us like that. Lord willing, we done been in the door to the end. Well, go ahead, bro.